Hello YouTube! I'm Pinstar and this is Pinstar Plays Wingspan. Yeah, the mood caught me to play this, so we gonna play it. Let's dive into a custom game. Same normal settings that I usually do. Ranked goal mat for more competition. Switched up the orders. All the expansions. With the Chihuahuan and Common Raven taken out because they give us that option. I do wish they let us take out the other Power 4, maybe Power 5 from the deck, but I'll take what I can get. So yeah, let's dive in, shall we? Alright, decent amount of nectar in the bird feeder. We are going last, unfortunately, which is always sad panda times in the first round because you are the last to get dibs at the birds in the display. Goldcrest is, I don't know, that needs a lot of support from elsewhere in your habitats. Alright, we got birds in wetland, worm cost in your birds, food cost of played birds, and beak pointing right birds. Interesting. Alright, well, with that being said, let's look at our starters and see what we got. Well, the Chimney Swift certainly gives us the worms cost in your birds. The Spotless Crake, lay one bird on, lay one egg in each bird on in your wetlands. That's an interesting one because we're incentivized to build up the wetlands anyway. It counts towards the worms in food. Now granted, we can't go too crazy with the worms, although I think even if we pay a wheat here, it still counts as worms because it's part of the cost. So that might be one way to do it. Chimney Swift, I'm a little bit less excited about the Chimney Swift only because it's a star nest, but we don't have anything that cares about egg types. What's our bonuses? All right, now I'm a little bit more interested in nest types. Different columns score different. Oh, so both of these care. Okay, so I guess we're going Chimney Swift. So columns with matching pair or trio. So two of the same nest in a column, or three of the same nest in a column, and this one wants different nest types. I like the mechanical engineer a little bit better, and the Chimney Swift certainly is going to help with that. Spotted Crate, certainly good for us. The Chimney Swift can also make up for the lack of any early game, any early forest bird. So we're not taking blind food actions. Yeah, and because we want diverse things, we're not going to lunge for the horned lark here. So I think we're going to go we're going to be getting more food because you always start the game with the Oceania expansion with one of that. So we're going to go worm. The other one is going to be another worm. We need a wheat. Shoveler's just too expensive for the early game. And also I don't want to be feeding my opponent cards. And it's got a duplicated thing here. Forester's Turn is pretty darn good for the wetlands if we can get it. We might not get it. We also need to consider which birds are pointing in that direction. The crate certainly helps us out. Yeah, we'll have one extra food lingering. we'll go fish, if only because we're dabbling in the wetlands, and the tern might want the fish if we can get the tern. All right, I'm good. Now let's see if we can get the tern. All right, so no one lunged for the tern. We can do this sensibly, or we can do this greedily. I'm kind of wanting to greed this. How many birds did you guys take? You only have one other bird, so you might go for the tern. You have one other bird as well, might go for the tern. Especially since it's in the water. I really don't want to take a blind cards action, but I really kind of want to secure the turn here. So we're going to take the blind action and secure the turn. Oh, the Golden Oriole, that's a good one. I would love to secure that at some point before this round ends. Okay, so we've got the food to play out all of our birds. We don't have the eggs to play out all of our birds, though. We are going to want to take a boosted lay eggs action with the swift is going to be rather important to us here. Yeah, rather important. So let's pop the swift in here.
Chimney swift. These birds have adapted to nest in chimneys instead of
and this will give us, remember the Oceania expansion nerfed eggs, which honestly good. And yeah, if we end the round with the swift in the wetlands, even if it's there temporarily, then we're in good shape. As far as maxing out our birds in wetlands. I mean, we can throw the crake or the tern down here first. You guys still haven't done it. So let's throw down the tern for the moment. Yeah, we'll feed you the fish.
Forster's tern. These birds nest on the ground on a raft of floating vegetation.
And also, it's another star nest. So 2 wild cards, and we're already like, this is going to make mechanical engineer super easy to get 2+ sets. We are going to need a total of at least 8 birds. But it just makes it easier to get the nest that we need, especially if we can grab the Golden Oriole. Right. So yeah, we're going to need more. We're going to need some eggs. So what we're going to do is we're going to, yeah, it really doesn't matter where the eggs are at the moment. So we'll put them on the chimney swift because why not? We move you to the forest. That way we can take slightly more efficient food actions. We can get our crake down. Now, the crake's not going to pay off till the end of the game, but that's 5 extra points at the end of the game, right then and there, so it's not too bad. Plus, it fits the brief for some of our early stuff, and it's cheap. So, I'm okay with that. So yeah, let's get the crake down. And then, I mean, we could take some food and then send the swift down here. Ooh, Cassin's, well, it's another cluster nest, but I mean, we are going to need eventually 2 of those. I really wouldn't mind Cassin's Sparrow though. Now we still only get a base of 2 cards even with the third one here. The only thing that this does differently for us is that it lets us spend a food to refresh the face-ups, but I don't want to refresh the face-ups. Also, yeah, draw a card and discard a card lets us see 1 extra card. So we can dig into the random pile and then grab the Golden Oriole and the Sparrow here. Plus, both of these have worms. That helps our tier 2 goal. Not going to go Goldcrest. Not right away. I mean, we could. No, we can't because we don't have enough stuff. Oh, hang on. What's the bird feeder look like? Do we have... Yeah, it's all rats. Well, I mean, we could get that, send you down here, activate it again, but we want it to end up down here in the bottom in the wetlands. Because, yeah, one of these guys might lunge for a second bird in here. Getting a third bird here should secure us the win in this category. So if we do an action here to take cards, that'll take us down to 2. We go up here to take food. That'll take us down to 1, and we can send the bird down to the swift down to the grasslands. Take a grasslands action to lay some eggs. Pop it down to the wetlands so it's there in time for that, and then we're off to the races. And it'll be there, and we can use some of our stuff to grab the next thing. So yeah, I think that's the correct answer here. So yeah, so we get our birds here because we do want both of these. But let's take a rando, the Dunnock. For each action, lay a... Ooh, actually, I don't mind the Dunnock. I do not mind the Dunnock at all. And then lay one on any bird. That's pretty good. I mean, we could sack an egg to get all of these, because we're going to have to put one back. We're not really going for food, so we do want the golden oriole. Do I want to spend yeah, actually I'll spend the egg. I will spend the egg to get the extra card here. And yeah, we'll draw a card. Oh, the grosbeak. The worst bird ever. The actual worst bird ever. And Pinstar, why are you insulting? It's a migrator. You're making good work with the chimney swift. Why are you insulting the migrator? It's only worth 4 points, which is only 1 more point than the chimney swift. It costs 3 food, and has a bowl nest as opposed to a star nest. It is worse in every conceivable way. Yeah, it has 1 more egg slot. Who cares? So get the heck out of here, grosbeak. Nobody wants you. Ooh, and somebody refreshed the bird feeder. Now, I really kind of want to... So we can take... Yeah, unfortunately, with only 1 bird here, we can't spend any of our nectar to boost our egg production. Meaning if we take nectar, it's just going to be wasted. So we need to take non-nectar food here. So what I'll probably do is, just so the AI doesn't get at it, we'll get some of you and we'll get some of you. Because we're gonna need wheat, we're gonna need worms, regardless. Send you to the grasslands. All right, get our lay on. Send you to the wetlands, and that will count. That'll give us a 3 fur. All right, we didn't need the 3rd bird there, but it's the principle of the thing. They fight over 1 point, they split it in half, it rounds down, they get nothing. Meanwhile, we go up 4 points. And we're already up huge in terms of worm cost in birds. So yeah. All right, what do we got here? Tuck a card, gain. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Vox's Swift. Tuck a card from your hand behind this bird. If you do, gain a. That's not too bad. Redback Shrike is really good though. Steal some worms. I could get behind some worm stealage. So yeah, we can actually Eurasian Golden Oriole right now. And the sooner we get a once between turns bird down, the better. Now, the question becomes, where do we want to put this thing? I kind of want to put this in the forest because I don't actually want to take forest actions. I want to get free food. Southern Cassowary is an interesting play too. If we have like a disposable bird, that bird that lets me play extra birds for cheap would be a pretty good one to replace with this. Actually, be the signal of its own demise. Right then. But we've got the Dunnock. Alright, so this is going to be 2 bull nests. We want to avoid multiple bull nests here. Yeah, you know what? Let's get the Golden Oriole down.
Eurasian Golden Oriole.
So that we can start farming up free food sooner rather than later.
High in a tree.
Now, it depends on them taking the gain food, but that's a pretty common action, especially early in the game. All right, drawn birds, laid eggs. So didn't pay off immediately, but that's okay. So yeah, we don't need to send our Swift down here because we still only get base 2 food. We would have to sack a card. I want to keep my 2 cards, so we don't need to wait for that. We can just take the 2 food action here. I do want that. The nectar. We've got plenty of time to get the Dunnock down, so the Cass and Sparrows probably are our pick here. The other alternative here, yeah, ooh, we lost out on the Shrike. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I kind of wanted that thing. Purple Martins, okay. But we don't necessarily need to stack. Well, we do eventually want to stack the wetlands. Let's be clear, because eventually the Spotless Crake will help us out with that. All right. Yeah, the Dunnock. I don't want to cassowary the Dunnock. Yeah, let's take the food, just so, because we know that there's some nectar to be had. And then we can grab the worm, and that will let us play one of these birds. Ooh, free food, yay! More free food. Okay, well, all of a sudden, we're in Happy Town. As long as we get the Dunnock down before the end of the round, we're happy. So, yeah, you're still doing your things. I might. So, discard a bird from. No, we don't want to discard the Oriole. That was too expensive. Also, the Cassowary. For food cost of played birds, even if we don't pay its thing, it's still part of the food cost. So yeah, we do want a cassowary here. Let's Okay, this one I'm actually okay having it be cassowaried. Gain 1 from the supply for each bird in your forest. So it's just going to get us, because I think our other bird is, yes, it is. We will pay off. It'll get the payoff from that. I mean, it does stink to have to pay 2 of those for it, but that's okay, because we get the 1 payoff, and then we cassowary it. Yeah, we'll do that. We can move you. We grab the cassowary, and then we get rid of the wood wallow. All right, we're back, and we got the golden oriole proc. Excellent. So yeah, unfortunately we can't take that, but we can take some berries, and you know, free food is free food. We can find us a use for it. All right, so the play here goes, because I want to make sure we have our Dunnock down here in time. We're going to be burning eggs while we're at it, although we're going to lay a whole bunch of eggs on the cassowary when we do this, so that's actually not bad. All right, so we'll do the red wattlebird. We have the 2 nectar for it.
Red wattlebird. These noisy, aggressive birds will drive off smaller birds from a good nectar source.
And we get 1 of that back as a refund. And then that'll take care of all of our egg needs. Like, but between the cassowary and the Dunnock, we will have eggs for days. Discard a bird, yeah, from your forest. We will get rid of the wattlebird. Oh. Do not pay an egg cost. If you do... Oh, okay. So, all right, it's not completely free, but we do get 2 berries back, which should be fine.
Southern cassowary. These aggressive birds are important for dispersing the seeds of large fruits in the rainforest.
There we go. Get our worms back. And there's our wild card, so we don't have to double spend. Alright, so we can throw the Dunnock down. And yeah, we do want to get the Dunnock down. Yeah, that's good. We will spend an egg from our cassowary here.
The chicks in a single nest of dunnocks often have different fathers.
Now, we could throw down the Cass and Sparrow. That would trap our Swift, however, and I don't want to trap our Swift. Or do I? I mean, getting the Swift would let it at the end of the game, if we put the Swift as our 5th wetlands bird, let us get in there. European turtle dove's an interesting take. Put you down there in the wetlands. Red kite? Maybe not. I do want to get that turtle dove. I do think that is a correct answer, and it's a nest type that we don't have, and it's facing the right direction. I mean, do I want the red kite? Not really. Yeah, we don't want to discard eggs and food. We don't have any other throwaway birds. We already kind of did that. Yeah, and this is our last turn this gen, so we have to grab the turtle dove this turn if we want it. We could do a budgie too. Budgerigar. Just to flesh out, you know, the... Although, we're not doing a lot of activations down here in the wetlands. I'm just sort of stacking it. So let's draw a random. Dark-eyed Junco. Ooh. Okay. I could get behind that. We'll draw another card. Peaceful Dove. Discard any number to lay... Okay, well... We do not have the food engine to sustain that. So we will be putting you back, Peaceful Dove. I am sorry. That's like a win con all by itself. Alright, Windar Dunnock. Unfortunately, they only used the lay A actions once, so we're only going to get one free egg. But hey, free egg's a free egg. And I'm pretty sure we're winning worm cost, food worms in cost. Yeah, we win that handily. We're also neck and neck with red for food, total food cost. All right, I do want to send the Dark-eyed Junco. Tuck a card from behind this card from your hand. If you do, gain, and that will help us play. And yeah, we can tuck the Cassin Sparrow because we're not going egg synergy here. Plus, this is another cluster nest. We already have too many cluster nests as it is, but we're going to have more than 8 birds. So it's not like... Yeah, we have one set completed. Turkey Vulture. Turkey Vulture. I mean... Coal Tit. White-faced Ibis is good for a point bomb, though, and we... I would not mind the white-faced Ibis. But I don't think that's going to get snapped up right away, so I will go for the Junco here. Although, yeah, we'll go for the Junco. Blow all of our food here, but then we'll get even more food. All right, free worm. I'll take it. And it re-rolls into so much nectar. If we get our food action, and we are going for it, dang it. I was hoping to avoid that. All right, the Ibis is still there. What did the Ibis wanted fish. All right, so we go for this. We get the nectar, we get the worm, we re-roll, we get more nectar because nectar gives us points at the end, even if we could get the fish, and we'll have time. We will tuck the Cassin Sparrow to gain an extra wheat. And we'll take the extra worm. See, I told you this thing pays off well. All right. Ibis is still here. We can play the European turtle dove. No. One of you and one of you, please. Because we're going to need the wild card for the ibis.
European turtle dove. Turtle doves are a symbol
Birds
of
that
love
can
in
only
Song of
live in the...
Solomon and
Well,
12
that
Days of
kind of
Christmas.
sucks. We need to lay an egg. Right? Or do we want to draw a card? Because I kind of only want to draw a card. And I kind of want just the ibis. And we have the 2 eggs to pay for the ibis, so let's draw a card. Ooh, the Gallinoo. And they steal my worm. Oh, well. I will take a nectar then. I guess you're the one that got that shrike. Alright, no free food, but that's okay. And this is another 3 food cost bird. Yeah. And these 2 give us our platform nests, so our wild cards can be used elsewhere.
White-faced ibis. White-faced ibises nest in colonies with herons and egrets.
And yeah, we have 2 sets completed. That's all we needed. So we no longer need to worry about the nests. We do need to... we do need to free up our prairie here. I don't think we need to lunge for this. We could put you up in here and then, yeah. We will... Let's throw some eggs up here. Send you up here. Yeah, it's the last thing of the round. We'll take a worm. Actually, you know what? We'll take a fish. You might need a fish. Probably should have sent it to the wetlands and took the wetlands action. Crimson Chat. Discard a food to tuck a card. Ew. I do not like that. I mean, it is a single food 4-point grasslands bird. We need to get 2 of those going if we're going to get this. But I'm really not that happy about it. I should have just taken the nectar and so I could pay for it with this power. Yeah, because I kind of want... Alright, you know what? We'll take the chat. We'll draw blind. The black naughty. If there are any... You may discard any of these to tuck that many. Wow, this thing is... That's an engine into itself if you build for it. Northern Flicker doesn't help us. No fish, but we only gave you 1. Trumpeter Swan! There's an endgame bird. Yeah, sorry, Naughty. We are not gonna get... Well, I mean... Gain all worms on the bird feeder. That doesn't really help us. Yeah, we're between that and this. We only have room for one more in the wetlands, and the swan is more likely to make it happen. So we'll go with the swan, even though we have the food. But the one wild on the swan could be the fish. All right, free eggs. Ooh, 4 free eggs. Yes. That's why I invested in the Dunnock. Boom, 19 food. I'll take it. And then beak pointing rights, we're going to get that with the swan and the chat. And if we can pick up one more bird. One more prairie-only bird, then we'll be in good shape. Man, they're leaving 2 fish out there. I probably should have taken the naughty. Well, we'll get a chance to do a little reroll action here. What's in here? Ooh. Discard from each bird in this row and column. Row and column. Excluding for each discarded cache to... Ooh, okay, I like that. That's an endpoint bomb, and it's prairie only, and it wants rats. Oh, absolutely. So we take a rat, reroll, we get nectar, we need wheat for the swan. Chimney Swift goes down to the wetlands. Tuck a card, absolutely. We Northern Flicker. We don't need that. Gain an extra wheat. Ooh, even more? Good. Worm. We need worm. All right, we have 4 turns. We have a lot of birds to play. All right, so we play this. No, they took the magpie. Dang it. Carrion crow could be a thing. Oh, but that... Oh, man. I wanted that magpie. Alright, well, we're going to need to take a cards action here anyway, just to dig. And then our last 3 actions are going to be playing birds here. We have enough... And yeah, we're going to send you to the forest just so we don't have to pay as many eggs when we're done. I mean, Carrion Crow doesn't count, but let's see our random draws. Rybrill. Okay, well, we can't play that one. American Woodcock. It's points, but doesn't help. Aha. We can... Yeah, I might just pay the food costs for this bird rather than hot swap it. Or we could hot swap it for the Swift. I wouldn't mind. I mean, how much is the Swift worth to us? It's 3 points. I'd rather... I mean, we definitely are going to play this thing because now we have our extra goodie. Oof. A little late for you, Heron. Yeah, you go back to the forest so that you're out of the way. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to hit. Nah, it's alright. Back you go. Don't mind if I do. I'll take the worm. I mean, that's pointing at the woodcock. Oh, they steal a rat from us. Yeah, we'll take the nectar. All right, so we can play 3 birds basically. One is absolutely going to be the trumpeter swan. The hare. Well, I hate that they stole that rat. We needed that rat. Do we just completely forget about this dang prairie manager and just drop the bombs? Because the woodcock is helping us out here. Because if we do Crimson Chat and then we do... Well, alright, let's start with just the swan. We know we want the swan. We are not burning all of our wilds for the swan. We are burning those 2 plus the fish. And we will burn the eggs from the dunnock so it has room for...
Weighing over 20 pounds, trumpeter swans are the heaviest bird in North America.
Yeah, they're all laying eggs, so... Alright, so now here becomes the question of... We do the American woodcock, and then what? We could do the harrier. We're not replacing the woodcock. Yeah, because we're not actually taking egg action, so the activated ability on the Crimson Chat means nothing. If we do the harrier plus the chat, that gives us a total of 8 plus 3 for the prairie manager. But this is already, yeah, no, the woodcock makes too much sense here.
American woodcock. The woodcock's amazing mating display involves repeated dives from 300 feet.
And even though it's cheaper, I do want to spend both of our nectar on the harrier, so that we can possibly contest. Well, we'll contest for second place. We're not going to get first place in nectar spent, but we can get second, and that's good enough. Pay the food cost, play the bird. And drain it from the dunnock to maximize room.
Montague's harrier. During breeding season, this species will perform aerial dances that are unique to each bird.
And it's another bird facing a other direction. All right, we'll take the twofer. Ooh, that was actually the last beak pointing right we needed to sweep all of the bonus categories. Nice. All right, let's let the AI finish their thing and see how we did. Oh yeah, the end of game power. Forgot about you. The spotless crake, and we have empty nests here. 1 egg in all of the wetlands. That's 5 extra points. Alright, we won the nectar war in the forest. Came second in the prairie for 2. I'll take that. Tied for second in the wetlands. Good enough, honestly. And we dropped some big old bird bombs in the end there, so our points on birds should be very healthy. Yes. Yeah. The other one card, just one bonus card useless, but the other one was a high scoring one, so I'll take it. Wow, red got closer than I thought they would. Red had a lot of food cached on their cards. What were they doing? The white-bellied sea eagle. Set the bird feeder, gain 1 or that. If there is 1, cache it. So they were taking a lot of cards and caching. Yeah, five food on the sea eagle there. 1 from the little out of the frogmouth. Yeah, they were just gorgeous. Oh, and the you're the one that snapped up that magpie. That made sense. Oh, and yeah, you got good rodentologists too. All right. Well, if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.